Hi, I'm Jess.
Hi, I'm John from Official London Theatre.
And in this week's Western Roundup, we're going to be talking about
Death of a Salesman transferring to the Piccadilly Theatre.
all the big winners at the Tony Awards.
Tim Howar returns to Phantom of the Opera.
And the Illusionists show us some magical tricks.
But first, hot and fresh press news stuff. Singin in the Rain is doing a 5-week run at Sadler's Wells. It's the Chichester Festival Theatre's production, and it sounds really exciting, and you've seen it. So I'm going to let you talk about it. I'm just going to go in here.
Okay. So I went and saw it, and I sat on the front row, which is exciting. Excuse me, I'm trying to do a bit here.
Sorry, carry on.
I went and sat on the front row, and I got splashed from the rain that was falling down, obviously, because it is Singing in the Rain. But yeah, it's great production and fun, and it's like one of those just like good classical musical.
I feel like we could do, because you can sing and I can't sing, we could do the like Singing in the Rain where I'll stand in front, you sing. Cut to us doing that now.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
The multi-award-winning musical Falsettos has announced its new cast. It has got Natasha Jane Barnes. She's playing the role of Cordelia. Daniel Boyes is playing the role of Marvin. Gemma Knight-Jones is playing the role of Charlotte. Laura Pitt-Polford as Trina, and Oliver Saville as Whizzer.
Matt Cardle's in it as well.
Oh, I didn't say Matt Cardle.
Matt Cardle's in it.
Mendel. He's playing the role of Mendel. Yeah. Obviously.
Matt
Cardle's in it.
Stop going on about Matt Cardle now. Everyone's lovely in this production.
It is about a modern family revolving around the life of a gay man, Marvin. And then there's his wife. There's his lover. His soon-to-be bar mitzvahed son.
This is a complex family dynamic.
Yeah, their psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And their lesbian neighbours.
Blimey.
So it sounds...
That sounds like something I am excited to see.
Yeah, it sounds like packed in.
Ian McKellen is back on stage for another 80 shows. So he toured this show around 80 venues, and he's coming back. He's transferring to the Harold Pinter Theatre to do 80 more shows. The unstoppable Ian McKellen.
Of his one-man show.
Yeah, and it's all a kind of mix of Tolkien and Shakespeare and you, apparently. And look at this cute picture.
We can show the cute picture just here.
And all the profits go to theatre charities, which is really wonderful. And he just loves being in theatre.
I would love to get to that stage in my life where I am like, do you know what, guys? I'm just going to do a one-person show.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to do all these places, and, you know, all the money's going to go to theatre charities. What a great thing to be doing in his lifetime.
Yeah, just loves being on stage, does Ian? So that's all the breaking news done and out of the way. But there's been so much else happening in the West End.
Let's go over to us in the next bit that we're going to film and talk about what we're going to talk about.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, John.
Do you want this glove? Do you want to buy this glove? I'm selling it. I'm a seller. I'm a salesman for this glove that I'm selling to you.
He's dead. A Death of a Salesman is coming to Piccadilly Theatre.
It is. And it's being directed by Marianne Elliott and co-directed by Miranda Cromwell. And they worked together on Angels in America at the National, you might remember. And they're an excellent duo. So it should be very good.
Yeah, well, it is very good because it's actually already been at the Young Vic and it is transferring to the Piccadilly.
Yes.
Which is, yeah.
And also
nice.
starring Wendell Pierce, who was in The Wire. An incredible show. And Sharon D. Clarke, who we obviously adore.
Olivier award-winning Sharon D. Clarke.
Anna Fleischler is also working on the show. She just came from working on Home I'm Darling, which won Best New Comedy at the Olivier Awards. So lots of Olivier Award winners in this production.
Yeah, and another one is Caroline Downing. And she was Olivier Award winner for Chimerica. And she also did Le Liaisons Dangereuses.
Yes.
At the Donmar.
Yeah, if you know what that meant.
I'm guessing it's Française.
Yeah, good production, that actually. Very impressive.
So more news this week is that the cast of a comedy about bank robbery, that's quite hard to say, a comedy about a bank robbery Their touring cast is stealing the roles of the current West End class.
Yeah, they're taking over from the cast that currently in the West End.
I like how you took over from me then.
Anyway, they are, if you haven't seen the show, very good show. I know I say that about everything, but this one's very funny.
You say it was hilarious.
It is hilarious, and everything goes wrong, and it's just a lol a minute, and you should go with all your mates and see it, and yeah, it's very funny.
So the Tonys was on Sunday.
Who hosted it?
Obviously, it was massive. James Corden, who is a fellow Brit, which is cool.
And one of the big winners from the night was Hadestown, which won 8 Tony Awards. I actually saw it was at the National. It's all about Orpheus rescuing his fiancée Eurydice from the underworld. It's a very mesmerising production with a real...
Sounds very romantic.
Soundscape and like, ooh, it's all... And even Anola Blazarda's in it, who I absolutely adore, and her voice is impeccable. And it's just a great show. What did it win?
So it won for Best Musical,
Yeah.
it won for Best Score, it won for Featured Actor. Gosh, it won 8 awards, it won loads. And it was actually nominated for 14 as well, so that's obviously incredible.
That is magical.
So more people who won on the night was Ali Stroker. She won the Best Performance
In a featured
role in a musical.
Long title.
Actress.
Sort that out.
It's
Anyway,
a long title, which is cool. She's a really great performance.
Yeah, performance on the night. You should actually check that out. We'll try and put a link in below. You should go watch it. It's really good.
Yeah, and did you know that she was also the first person in a wheelchair to win a Tony Award?
That's insane.
Okay, so we can go through some more winners. John?
Bryan Cranston won in the Network. I saw that one as well at the National. That's really good.
I didn't get to see
Did you
that
see it?
one.
Very inventive. Like, obviously, he is amazing.
Stephanie J. Block won, and she was in the Cher show.
Yes, the
Do
show.
you believe in life after love?
Yes,
Is
I
the
do.
question. That's nice.
The Cher Show.
Which like we were talking last week about Madonna and Beyonce,
Yeah.
there is a Cher show,
Yeah.
which, please come to London.
Oh, God. It must do, really. Like, there's so many people that would love to see that, the Cher Show.
I believe that the Cher show is also opposite Mean Girls the musical
I mean,
in
what a great part
in
of town.
Broadway. So you've got Cher show and then you've got Mean Girls. I think that's a little fabulous area of Broadway
Yeah.
that I would spend most of my
They
time.
should do some sort of, like, where they all come out and then cross over and do a little, like, whoop, like
Yeah, I know that
what do you
because
call it?
I think Mean Girls did like a, hey, happy first night opening Cher show.
Yeah, it's so nice when shows do that for other
Yeah.
shows.
It's lovely, isn't it? Winning the best performance by an actor in a leading role in a musical, again, very long title, is Santino Fontana. And he was in Tootsie, and some of you might know him from My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which is a really fantastic TV series on Netflix. Other sites are available.
Bertie Carvel also won for Best Actor in a Featured Role in a Play. Good at that. aren't I?
That just rolled straight off the
James
tongue.
Corden can
Yeah,
sling his hook.
God.
I'll do it.
Mind out, James.
So he won for In Ink, and he's amazing. So congrats to him. And yeah, you can check out all the other winners on
officiallondontheatre.com.
You can.
We can do a little link.
Well done, Tony's great show.
Well done, Tonys. He's here.
Who's here?
Phantom of the Opera.
I see what you did there. Tim Howar, the Phantom in the Phantom of the Opera. We went to chat to him, and he was blinking lovely.
Oh, he was so rock and
He
roll.
was so friendly.
I loved it.
We got in there. He had a massive fridge of Iron Brew that his wife had bought him because he loves Iron Brew, and he like offered it to us.
Yeah.
And he was just so.
I didn't even
delightful.
want it. I didn't even want the Iron Brew, but I was like, oh my God, Tim is offering me some Iron Brew.
Yeah.
So I just took it, and then that's the first time I've had Iron Brew in a long time. He was so cool, and we played a little
great.
game with him, which I think went okay.
It's way more difficult. Well, you'll see, but it's way more difficult than it looks.
Yeah, and if you haven't practiced, then it is harder.
We did land it on him a bit.
Bless him.
But he was lovely. So here it is. Check it out.
I have brought you to the seat of sweet music's throne. I can't remember the rest of it! It's so bad! Without the music, I'm like failing. To this kingdom where all must pay homage to darkness. you kind of wake up and go, oh my goodness, I'm playing the Phantom. I love my tour. We did 50 sold out dates, and for a rock band, you kind of hope and pray for those types of moments, and I loved it. But living out of a suitcase loses its kind of joy after the first month. Coming home here, it feels like home. That's what I felt. It's all storytelling, most of it. So you have to put your whole self into it. It can't be this kind of caricature of what you think it should be. You've got to be real. You've got to be real. It's got to be you. And the audience knows. And I think when you do put yourself out there in both genres, you get rewarded with connection. Maybe not applause or whatever it is, but there's a connection that goes on that's unique to live shows. And that's what I'm interested in doing, is having people return to the show here and reconnect to it because I want to tell that story, and I'm using whatever I can to do that. It's about redemption, but he doesn't get the girl, so there's a sense of loss of that kind of, that beautiful loser. In the Phantom that we can all relate to at some point in our lives, because nobody really wants to, be the tall poppy. We don't, but we are those poppies, and secretly in that field of poppies, there's a bunch of people going, "I'm here," I'm second from the third in the back, and it's maybe that bit of that story that we're telling, that beautiful loser. And then of course you've got, the sets are unbelievable. They put a £4.5 million sound system in about 8 months ago. They put $2.5 million lighting system in the week I went in. So they really care. Andrew and Cameron, believe you me, they care about this show. And so 30 years later, we're still here. And they're the greatest producers and creators and arguably in the world. Yeah, it's a great role to play. I never ever thought in a million years I'd be playing it.
Yeah.
And kind of a dream come true. An unexpected dream. Hi everybody, I'm Tim Howar. I'm playing the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera at Her Majesty's Theatre here in London, and I would love you to rush out and buy tickets to the show from the official londontheatre.com.
I told you he was a lovely guy. Lovely guy.
Lovely guy.
And he is in it right now, so go and see Phantom of the Opera, especially if you haven't seen it, because flippin' heck, what a good show.
Yeah, and just go it because it's Phantom of the Opera.
Shut up saying Phantom.
I like it.
Anyway, moving on.
Tonight, YouTube, it's nearly West End.
Live! That was not that bad.
That was good, and I also felt like I was taking forever to say it.
Yeah. Anyway, it's West End Live.
West End Live. The schedule is out.
All the timings. So my advice is to turn up when it opens and leave when it finishes, because it's so good. You'll want to see everything.
Yeah, see everything. But you can see what time musicals are performing, and performers are performing. We've got great hosts.
Yeah.
Great host of
And it's going to be sunny. Guaranteed, not guaranteed, asterisk, T's and C's apply, not guaranteed to be guaranteed.
It's always sunny when
sunny weather.
People are singing though, so that's fine.
All right, Mary Poppins.
Oh.
Kids Week!
Kids Week!
It's Kids Week. Kids Week went on sale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, amazing variation of shows. Like, I think nearly 40 shows, all part of the Kids Week promotion. Loads of variation. Loads of shows you might not have heard of before, or like great shows that kids will definitely love.
Yeah, for all ages as well. So
Yeah,
you've got shows
real
for
variation.
little ones, shows for bigger ones.
Yeah, because there are lots of shows for kind of young adults as well in there. Don't be deceived by the word kids.
Mm-hmm.
Kids come in all ages.
And it is quite deceiving because it's called Kids Week, but it's actually on for a whole month.
Yes.
So like the whole month of August.
Yeah.
Kids can
Go free.
Can go free to theatre, which, was
Asterisk.
how I got
T&Cs
it.
apply.
I saw my first show
Yeah.
through Kids Week. It makes me feel a bit emotional now I'm working on it because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, little old me. John,
Yes.
pick a card, any card. I won't look. Yeah, picked it.
Yes.
Okay, close your eyes. Open your eyes. Was this your card?
Yes. You really are a magician.
I am a magician, but I'll tell you who else is magicians are the Illusionists. And they came down to our studio to film a few tricks for us.
Yeah, they were very impressive.
Or did they? Because it was an illusion.
They did.
Hi, I'm Paul DeBeck.
I'm James Moore.
I'm Yu Ho Jin.
and we're from the Illusionists.
Direct from Broadway.
We're going to be at the Shaftesbury Theatre between the 6th of July and the 1st of September.
So grab your tickets now before they disappear. So travelling with the Illusionists, we travel to many, many different countries, and I've always got foreign currency in my wallet. But I've come up with a little life hack. For example, if you take a $20 bill like this, and if I just fold it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and give it a little blow, what actually happens is it starts to change, as if by magic, to a genuine £20 note.
So let me show you who are we with something little things. There's card, but there's nothing in the card. It's the blank now. But let me show you something amazing. We are the Illusionists.
For hundreds of years, magicians have been fascinated with altering the human physique.
Golly gosh, gee whiz.
Kablamo and wowzers.
That was incredible.
Wasn't it?
That kind of made me want to like gag a little bit.
Yeah, they were right before our eyes, but I honestly didn't know what the heck was happening.
And I think what's amazing is that that was like a very small selection of their show that's coming, and that was just for us in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So imagine that on a massive stage and
Yeah.
how intense that's going to be.
Amazing show. So it's coming back to the West End in July.
Yeah, and then it's closing in September. So quite a short run. I think definitely get down to see it, and it is part of our Kids Week offer too. So it's a good one to take your little kiddies or your big kiddies. I am so not cool. I've worked with kids so much, and I just really uncalled myself there. So we did have some interesting news this week. A bit of intelligence came in, and it was at Pickpocketers, and this isn't a link to Oliver the Musical.
No, pity.
Actual real life pickpocketers
Yeah.
are kind of hanging around London theatres and kind of targeting them a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's that thing where you walk out the theatre and you flick your phone back on and you get it out and you're just like waiting for it to load up, and then you know, and you're like not really paying attention. There's tons of people around you and everybody has their phones out because you're all turning them back on, so you can like city map your way back home or whatever.
Yeah, I always think that when you're sitting in a theatre, you become so like engrossed in this like room that you kind of, as soon as you step outside, you forget that you're in the real world again.
Yeah,
and so you're there, and then
half in the...
I'm always like confused where I am because I come out and I'm like, oh, like sometimes it's like still daylight,
and you're like half
You're
singing
like,
the
oh.
songs, and you're like,
oh, so happy, I get to sing the musical. Oh, my phone.
I like that you have your own songs for when you come out of the musical. I was suggesting that I sing the songs that I've just listened to in the musical, but you make your own little musical about you seeing the musical. That's very meta.
Yeah.
Anyway, be
I'll
diligent.
sing it later. But yeah, just be diligent.
Yeah, so
when you're walking out, just keep your phone on you. Just be aware. Maybe kind of think about which direction you need to go in.
yeah, or take a minute to sort what you need to do when you're still in the theatre, then get yourself ready, and then actually leave.
Because we care about
you.
So, John, are you feeling officially rounded up?
I am. My up has been thoroughly rounded.
Fantastic.
It sounded way weirder when I said it out loud.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Official London Theatre's YouTube for exclusives, news and interviews.
And don't forget, you can get your tickets from Official London Theatre.
Yeah, tune in next week for a more West End roundup.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Cow. That was aggressive. Don't shoot our loyal viewers.
That was another thing where I was trying to be cool.
Bye, kids.